Welcome to this video on how to change your perception, and ultimately you'll change your reality, and this means you could change any aspect that you want to change about yourself, whether that's being more confident, being more proactive, taking more action, being the person that you want to be is all possible, and I'm going to share how to do that, what that looks like in this video. I'm out in nature. It's one of my favorite places to be. It's really recharging, energizes me, and also it's where I get my inspiration and creativity from, being in this place. Now, if you want to hear more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. I promise you will get a lot more insights, value, gold coming from me in the coming weeks, days, weeks, months, years, all of that good stuff. Now, what happens with our perception is that we are an associating making machine. So we have associations about everything. Okay, so right behind me, we label stuff. We call things, a tree is a tree. Okay, and if I was to say to you the word tent, what would come up in your mind? You might have an image of a tent. It could be a big one, a small one, whatever, right? But this is how we learn to function in life, is we have associations. We use words to describe things, and then the things, we relate to them. Okay, and this goes a step further. So you could have, I could say car, and you'd think about a car, maybe your car or another car. And then I say red car, and then you might have the image of a red car in your head. We associate it. So I want you to just get really present with the fact that we are associating machines. And once we learn something like what a car is, what a red car is, what a tree is, I just say it to you and you know what it is. Okay? We do the same thing with ourselves. You have a name. So for me, I'm John. And if I was to walk down the street and somebody said, John, I'd turn around because they would have my attention. That's my association, that the name John refers to me. It's an identity. Okay? So if somebody was to call your name, that would trigger you to be more alert, to think, what's going on? Who's this asking for me? Okay, so we're associating making machines. Now, why is this important for your perception? Because the things that you're afraid of, you already have a built-in association with them. Now, it's important for me to share with you that that built-in association is one that you've created. You've created it over your life experience so far. Okay, you might have spoken on stage, and even before going up, had this idea that speaking on stage is scary. People like me don't do that. Or if you even go and do it, you have the confidence to do it, and then it doesn't go well. Maybe you get laughed at, or maybe you don't have the experience you want, and then you associate speaking on stage with being scary and terrifying. That's one that I've had for myself. That's why part of my journey is getting on stage and speaking. It's running group sessions. It's being in front of lots of people, because that's been my fear, and that's the one that I've transformed and continue to transform, because I choose to see speaking as something that is fun and enjoyable. I want to be the person that isn't held back by fear, that isn't held back by past associations. So you're going to have associations about yourself, ideas about yourself. You know, if somebody says, oh, are you confident? No, I'm not confident. Or can you change careers? No, this is what I do. You associate yourself with a current level of your career or relationship, or a level of potential. But I'm here to tell you that your potential is untapped. So take an area of your life right now where you're feeling maybe stuck, or you're feeling a lack of power, or you're wanting to be more free. And think about that area. So it could be a situation, and the more specific you get, the better. Okay, it might be wanting to be more healthy. It might be that you want to go and speak on stage, you want to set up a podcast, you want to change careers, you want to be more assertive, you want to speak up, express yourself. So take that situation or that area, and notice what's the instant association that you have. Is it that that thing is scary? Is it that I can't do that? Is it that that's not for me, or that's not who I am? Okay, and I want you to just get really present with the fact that that's something that you're creating yourself in the associations that you have about that thing, rather than that being a truth, that being a fact, that being how it is. Okay, it's an association that's built in. It's what you link to the thing. And the linking happens inside you. That's why this is so exciting. Because if you know that you're associating a particular situation with an emotion or a thought, you can begin to change what you associate with it. So take that situation, you've got the association, maybe it's scary, and I want you to ask yourself, is it true? Is it true that it's scary? Now, it might be true that it's scary for you, but I want you to see that it's an association that you have built into it. Okay, like speaking on stage isn't scary inherently. It's somebody getting up and talking in front of people. You being a person who is either healthy or not healthy, is it true? It might be true for you now, but in the future you can change that, because you can change how you associate yourself to the activity. See how we're starting to stretch things here? I can decide that speaking on stage is something that I'm enjoying and it makes me feel good and I like doing it and it's safe. I can be a healthy person. I can set up a podcast. I can enjoy socializing with people, whatever it is that you feel held back or stuck in. I want you to see the association that you already have. I want you to see that you can start to change that. And I want you to see that you can create a new association and live into it. The final part of this, which is the most important, is to act from the place of the new association. Okay, well, I'm someone that enjoys getting out of my comfort zone. I like a challenge. I am healthy. I enjoy going to the gym. I associate the gym with positivity, with love, with happiness. You can start to link things in. What I do when I go for a run is I put on a particular soundtrack that I enjoy, some new music or a podcast or an audiobook that I'm really looking forward to listening to. And then I enjoy that while I'm going, and then I associate the positivity with it. One of the things that holds many people back when it comes to confidence, and I experienced this myself, was that I thought that I couldn't be confident, but I also thought that it wasn't safe to be confident. Well, what if I say that I'm really great at this thing and I'm not? What if I go and I take the action and I fail? So I was linking being confident with a negativity. And then my brain would give me stories of like, well, it's arrogant to be confident and you can't be confident and you never have. That's just associations I had about myself from the past that I was able to let go of and then associate myself with being a confident person. Associate the actions that I'm taking with positivity that I want to take. This is where the game changes inside. And I promise you what happens is as you change what you associate things with and how you do, internally in your mind, you start to see it differently on the outside. This is what is incredible about this. Because what you're thinking about it, what you're believing about it, how you're associating it, then changes how you see it. Something that previously you wanted to avoid, you can now become excited about. This is one of the big signs of growth, is when you're moving towards the things that you previously wanted to run away from. You know, maybe in the past, I don't have the energy or the time to go to the gym. I don't want that. It doesn't even become a possibility. And then you start going towards it. You can't wait to get the membership. You can't wait to get in there. That's when your perceptions have changed. You change it on the inside, and then the outside reality starts to change. So what is one thing, if you changed your association with it, it would change your entire life. I promise you, if you make a commitment to do this, this will genuinely change everything for you. And this is just the start. Let me know in the comments the one thing that you would love to change that association for yourself with. I would love to hear it. And I'll read every single comment, I promise. Let me know. Go out there, change your associations, and change who you are. Change who you're being and change your life. I promise you it's worth it, because when you make this change, everything becomes possible for you. I'll catch you soon. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, big love.